Well, if we compare our lifestyles now and in the past, it's very different. In the past, usually we have enough rest, and also the food we eat is usually home-cooked food, very simple, natural, which is actually better for the body. Now we are living in the cities, even from very young age, we are eating food mostly outside, and a lot of the food outside is processed food. And also, on top of that, we have not enough good rest. Most of the time, we are on our phones. Even for children, they are also on their phones. So we find that all this is affecting the body, and it makes the body age faster, and that's why it's also affecting the scalp. Absolutely. Because of all these factors affecting our lifestyle and our habits, it's important that we take better care of ourselves now. Also to look better. Our lifespan has improved. That means we are living longer now. Our work is also getting longer, meaning that we do not retire so early. So it's important for us to keep ourselves looking good, not only internally as healthy, but also externally. So all this is important that we start taking care of ourselves much earlier. In the past, the people who are affected were usually more genetic because of the genes, it's passed on. But now, there are a lot of external factors that are affecting us, especially in our lifestyle, as I mentioned earlier, also even in our environment. The pollution problem is really very bad. The free radicals in our atmosphere, in our daily lives, is also affecting us a lot. And that's why we find that now it affects a lot of people. Even very young people are beginning to have problems that they never had before. Another thing is our busy lifestyles mean that sometimes we really do not wash our hair properly. We just wash very quickly and then we go out. So that is also adding on to another problem. And also, most of us now would color our hair much more often and much earlier at a younger age. So all this adds on to the problems getting earlier, starting on our bodies and on our scalp. The younger consumers now are having actually a much better lifestyle, better in the sense that it's more modern, they have a lot of modern things to use. And also, I notice in my personal capacity, I find that the young people are really sleeping much later. That means they don't go to bed or they don't fall asleep early. Even when they go to bed early, doesn't mean they fall asleep. So this delay in sleeping time is affecting the body because the recovery is only when we sleep early, so we can recover better. But when we are sleeping later, we are recovering much lesser. So this affects young people, both male and female, and that's why they are also having problems of scalp and hair problems much earlier. So hair loss problems now is really starting at very early age, some as young as 16 or 17. So this is something that we never see in the past, but now we really see a lot of it. In the past, hair loss is usually related to men because it's usually hormonal, so men are more affected by this hormonal hair loss. But nowadays, it's also affecting women, especially even young women. So we find that besides hormonal changes, the lifestyle also plays a part, and also free radicals. In recent years, we find that free radicals are really causing aging of the skin, on the face, as well as on the scalp. And these are all additional problems that affect women even more. So we find that more women now are affected by hair loss even at a very young age. Oh, that's a very, very good question. Most of the scalp care brands you find now are really targeting at scalp problems. So if you have a certain problem, if you have dandruff, if you have hair loss, you use a certain product. For our approach, Follizin, we are a totally skincare regime. So this is a way like taking care of your face, all right, every day. So it's more about how you maintain your scalp, just like you maintain your face. And that makes us the difference. We do not target the scalp problems. We want the people to be able to balance the scalp properly with the right product. Okay, what is age freeze? Age freeze is we try to freeze the scalp skin at its best condition so that it can last longer and slow down the aging of the skin. So with very specialized technologies that are able to provide this effect by slowing down the aging and providing the scalp to continue to be younger. That is age freeze. Okay, I want you to imagine that if you do not take care of your face at all, every day you just wash and that's it. You do not apply anything. What will happen? All right, the age of the face will be much faster. The aging will be really faster than if you take care of your face. So that's why the scalp skin will be aging faster than the face by 6 times because we have never done the moisturizing and the taking care of the scalp like we do it for the face. At home, before you wash your hair, it's important to use a brush to just brush through the hair so that you untangle the hair first. After that, in the bathroom, in the shower room, wet your hair first and you take your cleanser, put on your palms and you emulsify it on your palms before you put it onto your scalp to rub. Do not apply the shampoo or any shampoo or cleansers directly on the scalp. Once you have the lather, you massage gently to rub on the scalp so that you can clean the scalp properly. The hair is the last one. The scalp is the first one. And then you rinse off very thoroughly before you put our moisturizer onto both the scalp as well as the hair. This one will help to lock in the moisture and replenish the moisture that we have washed away. This will help to keep the scalp skin young. After 1 minute, again, we will rinse it thoroughly. Okay, it's important to avoid certain type of sulfates when you are choosing a shampoo. Not all sulfates are bad, but you must avoid or try to avoid a shampoo with SLS or SLES. SLS is sodium lauryl sulfate. SLES is sodium lauryl sulfate. Both are very close, but these two are the ones that will really take away more moisture from the scalp skin and also affects the protective layer of the scalp skin. So these are the things to avoid. Another thing to avoid is silicones. So silicones will also clog the scalp more. So you want to avoid all this when you are choosing your shampoos.